आप जब अपने रेज्यूमे में जॉब प्रोफाइल लिखें तो उस जॉब प्रोफाइल को कुछ सेम मैच करें जो आपने जॉब प्रोफाइल सिलेक्ट करी है, पर बिल्कुल सेम मत टिप देना। जस्ट मीनिंग सेम हो लैंग्वेज, little different but important words should be same.
And it's all you ever do. You want to write in your resume XYZ everywhere because that's what that company calls it. So whenever you can use their language even to describe what you've done, that will also generate more enthusiasm. I want your resume to look like that job description.
This will also trigger the recruiter to shortlist your resume for interview. जब आप जॉब के लिए अप्लाई करें तो आप सब्जेक्ट लाइन में जॉब टाइटल ना लिखें, क्योंकि हर कोई वही जॉब टाइटल लिख के ईमेल कर रहा होगा। आप अपने प्रोफेशनल फील्ड लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल अगर जॉब अकाउंट्स रिसीवेबल की है तो हेडिंग में लिखें अकाउंटिंग प्रोफेशनल। हो सके तो ब्रैकेट में ईयर्स ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस भी डाल दें, 11 years of experience. This will make your resume appealing and outstanding from the crowd.
Okay. Another thing is when you shortlist it, do you do it online or do you take out a printout and then go through each of them, or how does it work?
That's a good question. I would say by and large online, both from an environmentally friendly perspective. Certainly once you've decided you're going to work with that candidate, you go hard copy. But that is another good question. You're absolutely right. How that resume looks when I click on it versus printed is probably equally important.
Okay. How much do you do it for the first round of shortlisting, and how many rounds are there for the shortlisting?
It's going to probably vary. For a recruiter, I would say there might be a 2-round shortlisting. If the resume doesn't have what we're looking for, we're not going to bring that person in. Once, let's say, I identify 5 great candidates, of which I've printed up their resume, the next step in my business, because I am dealing personally with people, not just paper, is to bring them in face to face. So then I might bring in 5 people for a particular opportunity. And in my experience of dealing with them beyond the black and white piece of paper, which is who gets hired ultimately, it's a human being, and what do you bring out that makes this paper colorful? And that's what I try, and my organization tries to do, is work with people to highlight those skills on paper and in person so there's a continuity. We used to, many years ago, write cover letters, which generally is not something that's done or practiced today. But that same art of manipulating what you've done that's relevant to the job, which we used to do in a cover letter, we're now doing in the resume. So when people say you should have 5 or 6 resumes up front, I agree and disagree with that because each job is going to be different. But let's say you are a project manager. And you could do project coordination, you could do program management. So yeah, you can technically have 3 resumes, but nonetheless, for each job, you're going to be revising that resume as I'm describing to reflect the language and so on.
Also, every night after 12 p.m. or 12 midnight, जिस वेबसाइट पे भी आपके रेज्यूमे लोडेड हैं उसको 12 बजे के बाद एक बारी अपडेट कर दें, क्योंकि मॉर्निंग में जब रिक्रूटर्स रेज्यूमे सर्फ करते हैं दे पुट वन थिंग इन देयर सर्च, मोस्ट रिफ्रेश्ड रेज्यूमे, बिकॉज जिन्हें रेज्यूमे रिसेंटली अपडेट किया है दैट मीन्स कि वो जॉब ढूंढ रहे हैं. सो योर रेज्यूमे विल ऑटोमेटिकली शो अप इन टॉप लिस्ट.
But it's just a fact. It's a phenomenal database of candidates, opportunities, and a wonderful professional networking site. For me, I have a degree, a lot of confidence. It's not going to stop me, but to read a name that I can't pronounce, it's uncomfortable. And I don't want to embarrass you or myself. Absolutely fine. One thing I can tell you with communication skills, and as a warning, I think because when people have less confidence with their English, they're more inclined to say yes, they understood, because they don't want to embarrass themselves to say, I'm sorry, I didn't, could you please repeat it? Don't do that. Get your degree validated here in Canada. That's so important. That already shows you're making the bridge here. I want you to value me here in your terms.
हमें उम्मीद है आपको हमारा ये एपिसोड पसंद आया होगा और हमारी यही कोशिश है कि अपनी कम्युनिटी के लोग तरक्की करें। आप तरक्की करेंगे तो हमें भी खुशी होगी। It hurts when you see someone doing menial jobs in this country. इंसान दूसरे इंसानों से ही सीखते हैं। Well, do visit our website and drop us a line on www.specialreporter.ca. Or you can also call us at 647-800-6564. या आप हमें ईमेल भी कर सकते हैं meghna@specialreporter.ca. तो फिर मिलेंगे अगली बार एक नई रिपोर्ट के साथ। तब तक के लिए मेघना ढींगरा और स्पेशल रिपोर्टर की टीम को दें इजाजत। हैव अ गुड वीक।
My personal resources, we got mortgage my house, I was looking for sources just to get some finance.
Families over here are suffering because of all this.
Now in this job market, people are getting paid significantly less than what they would normally be worth.
Immigrant people, they are driving the trucks. They are going to the transportation side. Why the Canadian people, those who born here, why not they come to that side?
Somebody in media or somebody has to think that this